Still ahead on Fox 5 News at 6, a warning in our special report.
They were hired to help and wound up stealing thousands of dollars from their employers. I'm Deidre Dukes. How one county's fighting back against elder fraud abuse in my special report.
They are hired to help care for the elderly, but authorities say some help themselves to their clients' life savings instead.
These caregivers commit the ultimate betrayal, and some pay for their crimes with prison time.
In her special report tonight, Fox 5's Deidre Dukes explores this growing problem and how you can protect yourself.
My aunt developed Alzheimer's. I needed extra care at home.
Frances Lindsay's family turned to caregiver Felicia Harvey in 2006 when their then 87-year-old aunt needed round-the-clock care.
People are hard to find that you feel like you can trust like that.
Lindsay's niece, Eleanor Flanagan, knew Harvey well. Harvey had once cared for Flanagan's mother, so Flanagan was thrilled when Harvey agreed to care for her aunt.
And we really trusted her. She was like family.
Nearly a year after Harvey took the job, the elderly woman's family made a devastating discovery. Thousands of dollars were missing from Lindsay's account.
We were stunned. I mean, when I first found the evidence on the bank statements, I just assumed the bank made a mistake. It never really honestly crossed my mind that Felicia would do that. I just did not want to believe it.
But it was true. Flanagan says Harvey admitted to the family and Gwinnett County authorities that she stole over $17,000 from Lindsay over a 7-week period in 2007. Harvey told how she duped the elderly victim into giving her access to her account.
When she got to the bank, she would fill out the withdrawal slip, and she would tell my aunt it had $20 and get her to sign it. Then she would take out like $900. And then she would give my aunt $20 and keep the rest.
We have seen a lot of abuse and exploitation by professional caregivers.
Troubled by the reports of financial crimes against the elderly, the DeKalb County District Attorney's Office began aggressively prosecuting elder abuse cases in 2004. DeKalb Deputy Assistant Chief DA Gene Canavan heads up the legal team.
We have had 3 cases that we've prosecuted recently successfully, all of them in the $100,000 to $200,000 range, where caregivers who had the implicit trust of the people they cared for were stealing from them, forging checks, and doing it every day, every week, and doing it in such a way that they were taking most of these people's life savings.
I would have trusted her with my life.
Someone like Harold Williams. Caregiver Roxana Burton struck a plea deal with the DeKalb DA's office after admitting she stole some $180,000 while working for Williams in 2007. Canavan taped this testimony from Williams early in the investigation.
What did you do when you found out about all these checks?
Well, I was shocked.
The DA's office now tapes victims' testimony before trial because many victims are in various stages of Alzheimer's or dementia. Sadly, some even die before the case goes to trial.
And with the professional caregivers, it's so important that we successfully prosecute them because they will go out and do it again.
Canavan points to Felicia Harvey as a classic example. DeKalb County was prosecuting Harvey for defrauding and drugging an elderly client in 2008 when they learned she was charged with the crimes against Frances Lindsay in Gwinnett County just a year earlier.
I just felt sick. I mean, we had done everything we knew how to do. And I just thought, what could we have done to stop this?
Flanagan's aunt died last year. She never recovered any of the stolen money. Her advice for anyone employing someone to care for an elderly loved one?
Just don't trust. It's kind of sad.
Deidre Dukes, Fox 5 News.
Now, there are steps the elderly can take to reduce their risk of being victimized. To make sure you always receive and review your bank and credit card statements and check the accounts for unusual activity. Stay on top of the household finances. Make sure your caregiver is licensed and bonded so you have a better chance of getting your money back if you're victimized. And do a criminal background check. Taking those steps could help you head off some trouble.